Nago. You have truly put your foot in it this time.
Hot razor skewers, crusted swordfish.
Exotic herbs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Coffee. Sip this coffee.
Why, hello. Could Steely at your service. Aren't you just something? I can tell that you're new to the Deadfire. Maybe you're still getting your bearings? Some of my herbs can help with seasickness or worse affliction. It's nothing personal. You just have that taking everything in look about you. Give it time. It'll pass.
Oh, ain't no shame in looking, lass.
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after. Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really. Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Pariki's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain?
Scratching the shit out of my dog, you guys. There. Oh, it's such a good boy. Yeah. Yeah. I got Dying Light. So, later on, we're gonna give that a whirl.
Takehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
Guildmaster, be reasonable. I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool. Akira, it's always both where this one is concerned.
My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
Akira, the significance is clearer to some than others.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Ugh, insufferable. A cozy, madam.
Uh-oh.
Of all the exotic birds in the Deadfire, I have seen none with plumage as fine as yours.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This guy is going to be a new party member, isn't he? It's also voiced by Travis Willingham.
Stop back, Blanca. I did not ask for your buffoonish compliments, nor do I want them.
Then this rooster will give the hen a wide berth. Well, through our connection to the gods, the Hawana mold water like it is clay, easing it into an assumed form. We could sink every ship in Rauatai's fleet if they drew too close to the city. But some of us have gentler tastes. Some of us see water shaping for what it is, a gift of divine expression. Well, surely you have seen my works across Nekitaka. Look to the antechamber of the Kahanga Palace for my Apple of Ngati, or to the luminous bathhouse for my Dance of the Wanton Priestess. For as long as there have been Huana, there have been water shapers. But only since Tekehu has water shaping been art. Kira, I bring art to the Guild of Water Shapers, but they do not tolerate expression here. What I am is to blame, I say. A fine guess, but no. It is because I am a godlike, kissed by the fish goddess at birth. Water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Huana, and apparently I am too. Savior to the tribes. The only question is, do I return to my duties, or while away a few hours in the bathhouse? The guild can wait until I am good and ready to return. A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Pariki's overlook. What does a watcher do? Ikera. Just so. I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist. My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment. The tide brings unexpected gifts. You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Adra Colossus reach my ears, and louder whispers of a corpse who follows him. What will you do when you catch up to this walking god? Ha! For me, there is not enough rum in the Deadfire to even consider it. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship. Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
Oh boy.
Always worth suspecting the captain be drawn to the blue and the beautiful. Welcome aboard, lad.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ngati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion. Ikera, I look forward to teaching you. I say you will learn. In time.
And there it is. Okay. Okay, there's one more. There's one more slot.
Did you need something? I can feel the connection to Andre just like Myru taught me. But there's something missing. Maybe it's my form. That's okay.
You have questions for me. Speak up, I say. Is that name supposed to mean something to me? If what you're saying is remotely true, it would be a violation of our order, not to mention a breach of trust with the Crown. I can take it from here. Better to keep such matters discreet.
Ooh. Guild Ruins. You know, at some point I need to switch out and just get an entirely new party. You knew he would end up being a party member. Whoa.
How long do you reckon it takes for a place to end up like this?
Ooh, have yourself a look at that. Keep your weather eye open.
What say, friend? The Guild's sanctum has seen better days. Simply a caretaker. A dust-up caring for the guild hall usually means drying off what others get wet in. A sanctum for master water shapers, I say. No student. I have never been there myself. Myru assures me the room has no need of clean. Akira. One of middling. Not all of us can boast of Takehu's talent. But Nagati touches us differently, I say. The guild didn't used to allow outsiders the freedom of our...
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
Sure.
Okay. Well, that didn't bear any fruit. That's okay. Gulp. Okay.
That flaccid batso. Imp, you had none of that, huh? That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Facina. My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back. He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves. Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Arkemir's grimoire if you're that curious. Not that it's any of your business, but Berteno used to spend a lot of late nights here. I got into the construct's guts and marked off Bertenno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him. And before you ask, no, I will never do this again. He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stoneheel. By all accounts, a deadly serious man. You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow. You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps. If there's a burden on your conscience, then I am not opposed to you offloading it on my behalf. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Brass Citadel docks.
Brass Citadel docks, okay.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Bertenno wouldn't be so panicked.
Okay, Brass Citadel docks. Brass Citadel docks. I almost said Brox. I am very sleepy, guys. I am trying so hard to stay awake. And I have extremely strong coffee. And it is barely doing anything for me. Like it is, but barely. It's one of those things like, ugh, I would so love to sit back and just sleep. But it's my day off. And I don't want to waste it being unconscious. And I love my video games. And I love streaming my video games. And I would much rather be doing that. You know, having some fun. Than just be zonked out on my fucking couch. So I'm trying to make myself Brass Citadel. Yeah. Brass Citadel docks.
I've noticed you seem to be frequently at odds with others in your order.
Some of my brethren don't understand why I gotta do what I do. But I'm not beholden to them.
I can certainly sympathize.
Also been playing a lot of Breath of the Wild. That is such a good game. It is ridiculous. Wasn't that a launch title for the Switch? I think it was. Yeah, because I remember the joke that the Switch was just a Zelda machine. It was just, you only got a Switch at the time to play Zelda. And boy, everyone did.
Beat it. I don't have time to chit-chat. Not a chance, amico. Fascina sent you, didn't she? Postinago, just for these? Soft as down, but not a single fence willing to pay me a fair price. Maybe they've got imp stink all over them. Should have guessed these were bad luck. Well, it's too late to go making smart decisions, isn't it? Here he comes, and I'm too late. If Hamuto doesn't give me an extension on my debt, I'm a dead man.
Let's see how this plays out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he looks like a hard ass.
So, Berteno, you hired a mercenary, or else a negotiator. That coin should have gone toward your debt to me.
Huh? No, I didn't. That is, I would never go behind your back.
A silent mercenary at that. This is a private matter. Your interference is unnecessary. Enough. I have work for you. No. Berteno's assets are mine to dispense with as I'll hear no more of it. These are Archimer's possessions? I would no more incur the wrath of an archmage than I would stick my head inside a dragon's maw. There you have it. If our business is concluded at last, then I take my leave.
Ah, fuck you, dude. What a turd. Okay. Fuck you, man.
You're back. Kue, any news? Kue! This is a nightmare. What of the gloves? What happened to them? At least I know Arkemir won't feed me to the imps. Take your discount as well. If the cupboard doesn't make its goals, so be it. I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering thing. I think it's because he knows I hate them. He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship. To me, he's the bringer of foul wind, the teeth of suckling imps, and the herald of dirty slippers.
Damn. Sure. I'll give it to Aloth. Or does he... Oh hell, where is it? Let's get the hell out of here. God damn. You know what? We have gotten completely off track. We need to get back to the bosom of the sea. The sea's bosom. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gulp. I heard tell that Obsidian was going to make a single-player DLC for the Outer Worlds. I mean, I would absolutely buy it, but I don't know. Seems late. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hey man, free stuff. Check. Okay. Let us get with the pirate queen and take over a ghost ship, shall we? Oh. You can't see it, but I am scratching the living shit out of my shaggy little dog who's laying on the couch with me. And he is just loving the fuck out of it, aren't you? You're just drinking it up. He gets all the good scratches. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, buddy. Yes. All the good scratches. Guys, dogs are so good. We don't deserve dogs.
I've got this.
Yeah, I do.
I'll happily lend you my ear, and my sword, and other things.
I think that means she wants to fuck.
You'll take the sword to the high seas, then unsheath it by chanting the Darkotzi oath. When Lucia comes for it, you kill her and take the Fonferru. Yogure de protegere. Mat Paladin. Now, Whether the ship could... I just want to take and to use...
Okay, so I don't... Alright. Okay, the high seas. I better find out what that is, or where that is. Where the high seas are supposed to be. Okay. Um, you know what? I'm gonna go with the pirates. They'll fire, right? These fucking loading screens, man. Kill me. They kill me softly with their song.
I'm not surprised it has come to this, Cass. I always thought you would chart a course of bloodshed, but I could not imagine the extent to which you would go. How I fear you have sunk and burned us all. The Consuelo will need to vote on it, but with your reputation, and if you vanquished Benwith, as appears to be the case, I do believe you are the most qualified to take his place, Ak. I met Ferrante decades ago. Many years I sailed as his first mate before building. When in the Principe, do as the Valians do. We head for the eye of the storm soon. Have you braced yourself, Casita? I met Ferrante decade. When in the Principe, do as the Valians do. You may have noticed a divide between old blood and the new. And the varied enough, and as a Casita of some repute, you will be most welcome in the king's coffin. But you should watch yourself throughout the Radiant Court.
Okay, so...
I'll happily lend you my ear. And my sword. We sack Ukais. If we can find and pilfer whatever your rogue god's after, who knows? Maybe as pirates we'll be heroes. Then I guess we go with my second. I do shiver to think how the lost city of gold's going to be ours. At least for a time. We survive at any... If we've only got one life to live. No future for Aora, no more chances for our souls. You'll take the sword to the high seas, then unsheath it by chanting the Darkotsi Oath. Yogure de Prodige. Now, whether the ship could becalm the sea, I just want to take and to use for my own gains.
Okay, so... I'm trying to set this off. You know, get this voyage going. I have the sword. I'm choosing the pirates because pirates. Because, of course, you choose the pirates. Well... Blink, 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 blink. Blink, blink, blink. Okay. Okay, so how do I kick off that? How do I kick off that quest?
I'll happily lend you my ear, and my sword, and other things. You'll take the sword to Yogure de protegere, mat paladina med da cozzi, e ure ioste recle, me oreria da cozzis eri. Gure cui... Now, I just want to take and to use for...
Alright, guys. The high seas. Wherever the high seas are supposed to fucking be. Nope. Is this a fight? Or exploratory? Are we gonna just be walking around on a ship? Yeah, let's talk to this fucking ghost over here. Damn. Oh, I see.
Yeah?
Did you find something? You have that look again. Well, that's a start. I found some unusual stains. So it is. But what would that be doing here? Of course. The same group we met... I've heard they're aggressively isolationist. As for what that has to do with the... At least we know where to look next. Though if this becomes anything like our encounter in the Okay. How do we get back to the ship? Okay. I guess this is it.
Oh, hell. Well, there's that. Yeah, let's go there. I'll be back, guys.